Hey guys, this is another recipe from Gina. It's our chicken curry sauce. Before off the camera, I already boiled my meat, sauteed with my preferred ingredients, emphasizing on the curry because that is the star of the meal. Okay, I added enough of that. So that's what is giving it that color. And right now, I'm setting it aside to grill in the oven. Remember, I always pay attention to health because health is wealth. So I don't like deep frying. Hence, I always make use of oven to grill the meat just a little bit. At this point, the meat was almost 90% cooked, but with the period of the grilling, it's going to help it to completely cook. So I cover that up, and this is the stock from the meat. We are going to set it aside. You see how small the stock is because it's just a little water from the one that also extract from the meat that you need. These are vegetables, different vegetables. Feel free to make use of the vegetables of your choice, but these were my choice. I added a vegetable Maggi in it. Now the reason for this is to allow it to marinate before it will be used. So 5-10 minutes before using, try to add your powdered Maggi, saute it and step aside for use later, because remember it's going to be a quick fry on a high heat, so you don't want it to overcook. So this is why we marinate it and keep it aside to help the spice enter into the vegetable properly before the time you'll be needing it for frying. So I set that aside, and again I have to mix my corn flour for thickening. This is just 2 spoons of my corn flour. Then afterwards I added my oyster sauce. Guys, if you want to take your curry sauce to another level, just add this sauce to it. So I'll be adding 2 spoons of that, and I also added my soy sauce, just a 2 spoon as well. Trust me, it takes your chicken curry sauce to a different level entirely. So we give that a quick mix and set it aside for use later. This is me adding little of vegetable oil to stir fries all those vegetables. Yeah, right now we add our already diced onion and we stir a little. Afterwards, I added my curry powder. Remember, it's chicken curry sauce, and feel free to be generous with your curry. We stirred up a little bit. Afterwards, now I will add my pepper flakes. Remember, just a little bit so that it can be very nice in our tongue and our throat. Then I added rosemary, a little of it, and that was it. Then stir everything together at this point. Just remember your stove must be on a high heat because everything is being fried under a high heat. Then stir that up. Now this is the vegetables. Remember, we already saute it with our spice and we stir that together as well. Look at that. A quick stir is what we do because it's on a high heat. I emphasize again, bringing back the stock from the meat. Guys, always saute your meat very well. The sauce, the stock from the meat, if it's well sauteed, if it's well seasoned, it gives this your sauce all the taste and the sweetness you want. Now look at that meat from the oven. Wow, you see the golden brown, looking so cute and yummy. We add that, stir it up just for a bit. Everything is going in almost at the same time. This is why you need to get everything ready before you come to this last stage of the meal, because you're adding everything almost at the same time. So look at that thickener we prepared. We added it, stir up because it thickens it like almost immediately. No, guys, at this point I've never added salt until now, so I now soya sauce and oyster sauce contains salt in it, so that is why I needed to give it a taste before I know the quantity of salt it will need. least it's get over salted. So I added a little salt and I added a little plain water this time around to loosen up the thickness. So feel free, these guys, at this point to loosen it up to your satisfaction. Is this not looking sumptuous? Is this not looking so yummy? I'm giving you a recipe you can use to have fun on Christmas Day, guys. This is so fun. I love to play around with food. I love to play around with recipe. Our rice was already prepared. This is me dishing out my portion. Trust me, this was just my portion. We don't eat too much. Remember that.